Representation of quadratic equations. Orientation transformations. When the leading coefficient is positive, the parabola points upward. And when the leading coefficient is negative, the parabola points downward. Stretch, compress, A-term transformations. When the A-term is a whole number, the parabola has a vertical stretch, which means it gets smaller and thinner. When the A-term is a fraction, the parabola has a vertical compress, which means it gets shorter and fatter. Left-right H-term transformations. When the equation says x plus 6 squared, the x is actually a negative 6. And when the equation says x minus 5, x actually equals 5. And so when you graph the parabola is moved 6 x values to the left. And when it's a positive 5, the parabola is moved 5 places to the right. Up-down K-term transformations. When the y-intercept is positive, the parabola moves 6 units up from the origin. And when the y-intercept is negative, it moves down 5 units from the origin. Completing the square. Completing the square, steps and examples. First, you need to write the original equation. Step 1 is to group variable terms. So x squared minus 4x, and then minus 96. Step 2 is to divide the b term by 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Step 3 is to square the half term. Step 4 is to add square to terms. Step 5 is to subtract the square from the whole equation. Step 6 is to factor inside the parentheses. So x minus 2 times x minus 2 minus 96 minus 4. Step 7 is to simplify. So x minus 2 squared minus 100. Completing the square with an A term. Steps and examples. First, write the original equation. Step 1 is to group variable terms. So 2x squared plus 12x. Step 2 is to factor out the a value in variable terms. So 2 times x squared plus 6x. Step 3 is complete the square inside the parentheses. So 2 times x squared plus 6x plus 9. Step 4 is to multiply squared term by a and subtract from the equation. So 2 times x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 5 minus 18. Step 5 is to factor in the parentheses. So 2 times x plus 3 and 6 is to simplify. So 2 times x plus 3 squared minus 13. Conclusion. Y equals plus or minus a times x minus h squared plus k. The plus or minus shows the orientation of an equation in the relation to the parent function. The a term shows the stretch compress of an equation in relation to the parent function. The h term shows the left-right translations of an equation in relation to the parent function. The k term shows the up-down translations of an equation in relation to the parent function. And completing the square could be used to solve for x.